All right, we've got our top three finishers from today's Mission Super Hooligan National Championship round here at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. Our winner, Tyler O'Hara, second place, Corey West, and third place, Hayden Schultz. We'll get started with Hayden. It's his second podium of the year. I don't know if the race looked like fun or it was a little too hectic to be fun, but it was definitely a little sloppy.
Yeah, it was chaotic. I mean, five of us were all sending it. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, I came into last lap fifth, and I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to get on the box, but I was determined to try to figure out a way. And we made a couple passes there. Last pass coming into the last corner on Troy was tough, and I knew it was going to be tight. So, just to first of all survive that race, but then also get on the podium, I can't be mad about that. It'd be awesome to win one of these, but I'm just gonna have to keep working at it. These guys are guys that I grew up watching and looking up to. I had both these guys, posters of them on my wall before I was even much into road racing. So it's pretty cool to be able to dice with these guys like this far along. And huge thank you to my team for all the work they did just to give us a bike that can battle for a win and a podium. They've worked super hard, and we've all been putting an effort to develop a new platform to be at the front, and I think we're doing a good job of that. So, yeah, man, I'm just really excited to see see what we can do in the next few races. Every time we get on track, we're getting better. So, and racing with these guys is a treat. It's entertainment for sure. On the bike, it's a little stressful, but we'll see what we can do tomorrow.
All right, thank you. Second place today, Corey West. It's his fourth podium of the season. Obviously a great battle. At the end is there a plan, or are you just winging it?
I mean, I knew where I was fast, so there was kind of a plan. But everyone kept dive bombing, so it was like you can have a plan, but it never always goes to plan. So, I kind of got stuffed in a few places, and then they'd just go shooting by, and I'd square them back up for the drive. I knew I was quick in 6 heading up to the corkscrew, and got a good run going up there, and T.O. made his bike about 10 feet wide going sideways off into that thing, and I slithered on by him and then just tried to park it and get it going and try to put a good last segment together and cover all my bases and try to protect the inside into the last turn, and knew he'd probably take a dive in there, and he did. And so I just tried to park it and square the thing up, and when I got to the gas, I just wasn't patient enough and gave a big old whiskey throttle and spun the tire up, and that was kind of the end of it, almost high-sided. So big shout out to my guys. They work super hard to make that MotoAmerica do what it does. We're down one guy this weekend. Heath had brain surgery yesterday, so that's pretty gnarly, but he's recovering well, so I got to give a shout out to Heath real quick. But big shout out to T.O., man. He rode his ass off and made it hard for everybody. It was a fun race, a little hectic, but hopefully it was fun to watch.
Thank you. Our winner today, Tyler O'Hara. He's a defending class champ, and believe it or not, it's actually only his first win of the year, which comes a little bit later than normal, but still championship points lead. Did you have a plan on the last lap?
These short races, they kept getting shorter and shorter, and then we kept going. We kept doing restarts and a red flag, and trying to take care of my clutch and not fire the clutch and just get out there and get out front, control the pace. Having a plan in these races doesn't work. You got to just use your instinct and go for it. And we got our strengths, and to be honest, I feel like I can get the bike and myself. The bike is running awesome. It can turn on a dime. I can put it anywhere I want. I got a string of podiums. I'm scoring points. I got a lot of momentum right now. I'm really enjoying riding. I'm working with my passion, and I'm enjoying it. I've also been working my ass off too. My team's been working really hard as well, and they deserve this. I think we put in the effort, and this one's for my team. And a shout out to my dad. It's his birthday. He's battling the flu and some stuff, so he couldn't make it. And he's my biggest fan. He's always believed in me and supports me. And that's a big part of racing, is the support system away from the track. It's been a while since I won, and I've had to dig deep and work for this. And these guys made a big step this year. It's a lot of fun. Corey's an awesome guy to race with. We race each other hard. We race each other clean. And we're rubbing, but rubbing's racing. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I enjoy it, and to get the trophy from Scott Parker is special. I named my first son after Scott Parker, Parker O'Hara. So that was icing on the cake. Get a picture with Wayne, my whole SNS cycle, Indian motorcycle team, Mission Foods, everybody that supports us, Drag Specialties, Paul Langley. Thank you for believing in me, giving me the opportunity 5 years ago when we came here on the King of the Baggers, and prolong my career. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm really hungry. We had a lot of adversity this weekend in the other class. We're just gonna keep fighting. I never give up, and it's a long season. I think he was having some issues with his bike off the start. I don't know what was going on. I saw him working on it during the red flag, and his bike kind of intermittent was, I don't know, missing shifts or something, but I couldn't. It was kind of like didn't want to follow him really because it was kind of intermittent. But but they made a big step, and it makes it fun. 2 manufacturers, 3, 4 manufacturers going for it. The depth is there. But yeah, no, I think we've worked really hard for this, and I think we deserve it.
Expect similar tomorrow. I mean, nobody's going to get away, right?
Well, we're going to get better, and we're going to go back and do our homework. And, a longer race would be a lot different tactic for sure. When you shorten it like the Dash for Cash today in the bagger class, shit gets wild. And, we're here to race, and excuse my language, but, it's about leading the last lap, and we were able to do that today.
All right, any questions?
I just want to, I guess it's really to all you guys, so maybe you can all talk about it. It seems like today in these press conferences, a lot of the riders in every class has commented on it's pretty loose out there. And I think even Cameron Gobier thought it would be a softer tire or something. And maybe Dunlop anticipated it was going to be better grip than it was. Is that kind of what you guys were feeling out there too?
Well, they only gave us a certain amount of tires that we could actually use. In the class, you're allowed to run whatever tire you want, but they only were offering 5s and 7s and 8s. Okay. 7s and 8s, excuse me. And the track when we first got here, the first session out, it was green. I mean, coming out of 4, it was dusty and dirty, and all the sealer patches that are 1, 6, 8, 11 were pretty treacherous. The track has definitely come in. There's a lot more rubber down. I think last year was a new surface, so the tires were tearing. I think they went on the side of precaution. But usually, generally, when the grip level goes down, they give us a harder tire. I do well. But that's what I got to say. I don't know. You guys have anything to add to that?
Well, Corey, let me ask you specifically. When you said, we saw you moving around a fair amount. Is that because the tires sliding because of the compound, or do you think it is?
I mean, the tires don't heat cycle very well, so you throw a red flag in there, and then you have a start delay, and we sit on the starting line for 2 minutes with no tire warmers, and you sit around, let the tires cool off, and then we don't have an opportunity to put a fresh one on. It's like you don't know what you're going to get. So, and then we go out there and everyone's bonsai. You just got to grab a handful and see what happens. So, things were pretty loose on the first couple laps and kind of settled down, but then just got crazy again. It's like you said, 6-lap race. You never know what you're going to get. So, the sealer on the racetrack definitely doesn't help anything. It's kind of a bummer that it's not in better shape since they repaved it just last year, but Indy cars seem like they beat the track up pretty good. There's a lot of scratches in the surface and new bumps and stuff. So, yeah, it's a lot different than it was last year.